Okay, so in this video, guys, we're going to talk about the mark of the beast. Bum, bum, bum. Back to Signs and Wonders. My name is Nick, your gracious host. The first thing I want to say is thank you so much to those of you that have been helping me out this last month. Ever since I lost my income and YouTube removed this channel from the partner program, you guys have literally been helping keep me, my pets, and this channel alive. The second thing I wanted to say, guys, is the reason why I'm wearing this. This is because I have a lung disease called respiratory sarcoidosis. I've been dealing with it for about 5 years. I'm just clarifying because people in the comments were asking me about it. I don't have COVID-19, not yet, thank God. Although if I did get COVID-19 with my lung disease, it would probably be prognosis negative, to say the least. If I did get the COVID though, I wouldn't just give up. I'm a fighter. I would battle that bitch to the very end. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys do want to help support me and my channel, you can just check out the links in the video description below. And thank you so much. You know, sometimes I think a lot of these robots and artificial technology, fully automated systems, self-checkouts, all that kind of stuff are just precursors for the mark of the beast and this slave system that we live in.
Amazon Go grocery store, there are familiar sights and sounds missing. No checkout lines, no reaching for your wallet.
Instead, you scan your Amazon Go app as you enter the store, and the cameras up above and weight sensors in the shelves. You can pick up anything you want and just walk out.
The analysts expect to eventually see this checkout-less technology at Whole Foods, owned by Amazon. And 7-Eleven is already testing a similar concept at its Texas headquarters.
Are robots going to take our jobs?
Only if you want us to. Robots can take over the most dangerous, the most menial, the most repetitive jobs to free humanity to do what it does best, creating, innovating, and designing a better world.
Who have you been drawing?
Jeff.
Jeff! It's a handsome face, isn't it? It's close. Good effort. I love it. Thank you very much for that, Sophia.
I just want to make one thing clear here, guys, before we go any further, and that is I'm not a theologian. I don't have a PhD. I don't claim to be a Bible expert or anything like that. This is just simply my theory and my opinion, and yeah, I just have to say that because I don't want people taking my word for gospel truth or whatever. Right? I'm not like a professional expert or anything, but these are just my opinions of the mark of the beast, so enjoy. So in Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 to 18 we read, "Both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is the name of the beast or the number of its name. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. No, guys, I don't think that they will be tattooing the number 666 on people's hands and foreheads. I think it's going to be a lot more subtle than that, and it already has been. So, if you guys want to know where to look for the number of the beast, it can be found everywhere. Look at like Monster Energy, for example. Do you guys think the M looks a little odd? Well, you're right. It's actually 3 symbols of the Hebrew word Vav, which means 6. So it's 3 Vavs right beside each other, right? So that's 666. Plus, their slogan is Unleash the Beast. It's almost as if they're like rubbing it right in our faces with this stuff. Now, how about Disney, guys? Most of you probably know that Disney movies are full of weird symbolic sex scenes meant to warp your child's mind. But have you ever taken a good look at the logo? Note the 666. What about Google Chrome? Did you guys ever notice the weird shape of the Chrome logo? Well, take another look. So you see, guys, the number 666 is hidden everywhere right in plain sight. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 17, we read, "No one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is the name of the beast or the number of its name."
Philadelphia, like many U.S. cities, has stores that don't accept cash. Fast casual restaurant chain Sweet Green is an example. It's part of a global trend that is growing.
I'll tell you guys exactly why the government doesn't want a cashless society. It's because they can't trace you when you use cash. Every time you make a purchase with your credit card, your debit card, the government can trace you, track you. They can see what you're buying, when you're buying, how you're buying it. So the whole reason behind this cashless society is control.
On the brink of becoming a cashless society, and we may get there sooner than most people think.
Cash is already on its way to becoming a collector's item. That's according to the finance experts crunching the numbers on how Aussies spend. Digital payments have meant our use of cash has taken a serious dive.
The number of cash ATM withdrawals has halved. The amount of cash we've actually used has fallen by about a third. Meanwhile, credit and debit card transactions have grown by about threefold.
Somewhere in the near future, physical money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. Electronic money trails can allow governments and private companies to access and harvest personal data. But there's another threat that's worrying banks: cyber attacks.
It was a high-tech bank robbery. Capital One suffering a massive hack attack involving
100 million Capital One customers' accounts
had their personal information stolen.
In March 2019, Capital One Bank was hacked.
A sole hacker managed to steal away 106 million people's personal.
And speaking of buying or selling, guys, did you know every single thing you buy has 666 attached to it already? Just take a look at barcodes. So each line or line pair represents a number in computer language, right? Each pair of long lines you guys see there, there's one at each end and one pair in the middle. There are two long lines right next to each other, represents the number 6. You guys can look this up too. In fact, when barcodes first came out, guys, they actually had the number 6s still on them at each end of these little lines. But like so many people were asking questions about it, they actually removed the numbers 666 from the barcode, but they still left the other ones. So in the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 11, we read, "And the smoke of their torment goes up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, these worshippers of the beast and its image, and whoever receives the mark of its name." So you see, guys, I believe this whole mark of the beast thing has been in play for many years. And now that society is normalized to it, we're going to start seeing the final stages of their beast plan. So that brings us to the mark. Now, I believe the mark of the beast, guys, will come in the form of RFID technology. RFID technology was invented by Lucent Technologies. Now, just take a look at their logo. Some say it's a dragon eating its tail, but I think it has something to do with CERN and the Large Hadron Collider. But I'll save CERN for another video because, believe me, I could make an entire video dedicated to CERN. Now, Lucent's operating system is called Inferno, and the name Lucent is also very strikingly similar to Lucifer, don't you think, guys? Now, if all that wasn't enough to convince you guys, Lucent's address is 666 Fifth Avenue, New York. And that's no joke. You guys can look that up yourself. Yeah, you guys need to check out that Lucent thing. It's crazy. Like, their address is 666 New York. And this RFID thing goes back years. Like, it started in the early 90s, I think. Like, it's been a big thing in progress for a long time, you guys. So let's check this out. So now that you know the origins of the RFID chip, it makes it all that more real and terrifying when you see companies implanting RFID microchips in the right hands of their employees.
A business in Wisconsin implanting microchips in its employees, in the skin of their hands. So what are they tracking, and would you say yes if your boss asked you to do the same?
Science fiction about to come to life at Wisconsin company 3 Square Market. CEO Todd Westby, along with 50 employees, implanting microchips the size of a grain of rice between their forefingers and thumbs, allowing them to unlock doors at work, even pay for snacks with the swipe of a hand. There are some reservations.
There's always the fear of infection, so it's the unknown right now.
Another concern? Employee privacy.
The tiny implant is the latest advance in a biohacking technology that is steadily becoming a part of normal life in Sweden. Thousands already have microchip implants that they use in their daily lives, waving their hand to gain entrance to the gym, confirm their ID or make payments. This event is an implant party, simply where ordinary people can show up and get a microchip embedded under their skin. The biohacking movement in Sweden is hosting them all over Europe, but it's at home where they get the most willing recipients.
If the employees, including the CEO, will voluntarily have the microchips implanted into their bodies, and they're calling it, I'm not kidding here, a chips and salsa party.
Many are excited to give the new technology a try.
I think it's kind of cool. Just pop it up there.
Have hope, guys. Stay strong in your faith. I know it can be frightening, but it should not be a surprise. After all, we were told about this over 2,000 years ago, right? So the Bible also says that those who do not take the mark of the beast will be rewarded in the end. In Revelation 15 verse 2 we read, "And I saw what appeared to be a sea of glass mingled with fire, and also those who had conquered the beast and its image and the number of its name were standing beside the sea of glass with harps of God in their hands." Now I don't fully understand what that means, guys, but anytime harps are involved, I take that as a good thing. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching Signs and Wonders. If you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done. If any of you guys have an idea for a video topic or something, just let me know in the comments below. And make sure you guys check out the links in the description below. And have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.